Hello everyone, it's the Last Raider, and my God, right now, as I'm doing this video, it's 10:30 of me recording. It has taken so much to get here. I have had to fix broken sewer pipes, messed up outlets, and everything, just to get to a point where I can cover this, and then all day after because I put out a tweet saying I was going to do a video on this, and I had planned on doing it an hour later, because I planned on reaching a point where I could do something later and get something done. But the vehicle I was in, because I'm carpooling to work, it ended up, the charger just would not charge my phone. It just stayed at about 5% the whole time. I finally got home, got it charged up, got 8. It doesn't matter. But hey, I'm still on a high note over this, because this comes from Bounding Into Comics. Those of you who haven't checked out Bounding Into Comics, really check them out. Also, shameless plug because of the guy who's creating this. Check out also Sence, a cyberpunk ghost story, which is pretty cool. The developer is, I'll just read on in here and you'll find out. Developer is Benjamin Widdowson, co-founder of Suzaku and creator of the upcoming Sence, a cyberpunk ghost story. Recently discussed the prevalence of cancel culture and contemporary puritanical outrage. Puritanical, that's a new word. Offering his insight into his own personal experiences navigating this climate as a contemporary game developer and advice for those who may deal with it in the future. So it seems like there's a YouTube thing here. I may plug this into the description so you guys will be able to go check it out. If you do, tell them Raider sent you. By the way, before I get going, take a good long look at this. I mean, there's a lot. I can think of about 6 things that would make me interested in this game. 6 only. Yeah, I dare you to figure out what they are. Anywho, pretty chicks. That's gonna sell a game right there. Pretty chicks. Widdowson discusses these topics in a recent interview with Robin Eck. I think that's how you say that. Owner and editor-in-chief of the Gaming Ground. Through the course of the interview, Eck asks Widdowson numerous questions regarding his upcoming series, Sence, a cyber ghost story, which successfully kickstarted in 2018 and is set to release in 2020. Mark those calendars, folks. These topics include the story of Suzaku's creation and the experience of the studio making Sence, and the influential works that inspired various aspects of Sence's production. During the interview, Eck asks Widdowson about the response and feedback Sence had received, to which Widdowson notes that he is one of those gamers who feel like the AAA industry doesn't want me around and is actively trying to get rid of me. I think I like this guy. I think I like this guy a lot. And that gaming media have largely and purposefully ignored us. Well, yeah, you listen to this guy through this, you can figure out why here in a minute. While also claiming that Suzaku and Sence have been outright blacklisted by several outlets. And honestly, I'm not really surprised. I'm going to skip over some of this other stuff here. If you want to read the article, you can. But I'm only going through like the highlights of it. I don't want to take away from Bounding Into Comics because they are a really good site. So I mean, if y'all, I'm going to leave something for y'all to go check out. Anyway, continuing. As far as I would continue, but I mean, let's sit back here for a minute. As far as the AAA industry not wanting him around and all this nonsense, I can see that. My thing about companies is if you don't innovate and you're not going forward, somebody's coming along to, cut your legs out from under you. And that's where little guys come in. It's just the way capitalism works. It works on competition. And if the big guy doesn't want to be competitive anymore and he wants to just sit on his butt and just recycle old games all the time and not produce anything new, then eventually some young upstart's going to show up and he's going to kick you right in the nuts and bring you down And if you don't learn how to get back up, you're going to die. Your entire company is just going to get shoved off. And as far as the gaming media ignoring this guy, I wonder why. Considering gaming media thinks Anita Sarkeesian is the future of gaming. Okay? I wonder why they don't like him. I wonder why. Let's go down here. Oh, load. Son of a... There we go. Eck, using Widowson's opinions as a jumping off point, asks Widowson if Sence would be uncensored upon release. This is what I like here. I like this right here. This is what really got me into this article. And what a lot... And you guys that are future game creators and future comic creators, y'all need to listen to this very carefully here. On his thoughts on censorship and cancel culture in the games industry. To which Widowson responded that censorship of any kind, but particularly of the arts, is an absolute cancer on the world. And that anyone who thinks that censoring video games, movies, comics, etc. for any reason has the markings of a tyrant and should never be listened to by anyone. Okay. I like this guy. Like I said, I like this guy. I'm looking into Sence. I want to check it out because this guy's basically laid out the foundation and saying, you know what? I don't care if people say I shouldn't do this. This guy's probably pushing a story-first narrative and pushing everything that's necessary to that story first. Okay? He's going by aesthetics, writing, probably putting things in the game that he feels is necessary to whatever story he's trying to tell, and what will flesh that artistic piece that he's creating out to its fullest potential. This is the problem with censoring. Censoring throttles creativity, and you're not going to get anything really cool. I kind of want to think about another game that was like that. But hold on, let's just keep going here. I want to finish up this one little paragraph thing here. Particularly early 20-something twerps with useless bachelor gender studies / HR degrees who tried to shut down the freedom to create freely because they lack the ability to make things that people actually want and like. Yes. And I think of a game called Kingdom Come Deliverance, where the game creator created a historically accurate game and they wanted to censor it, honestly, by adding characters to the game. All these 20-something gender studies HR degrees who wanted to said, we need more people of color to come in here because history is offensive. Look, if you're adding something to history, you're creating it as a fiction. And if you're adding something to a game, you're pretty much just putting black bar over a girl in a bikini. Okay? She's covered up, but you're going to black bar her because you don't like what's going on. Not to sound racist on that. But when you want to censor something, you want to either take something out, but then they also like to, SJWs, they like to propagandize stuff. And this guy's saying, don't listen to them. Don't let them influence what you... I think also he's trying to say, don't let them influence what you buy. Don't let them influence what you create. Because, like he says here, they lack the ability to make things that people actually want and like. And I'm thinking of Captain Marvel. The 5 times, 5 or 6 times that comic has been revamped because they're trying to sell that character and nobody likes her. Or let's try another one. Thorina, the Unbeatable Wasp, Squirrel Girl, all this other crap in the comics industry that you just can't seem to frickin' sell because nobody likes being preached to by some half-pint feminist chick. Thank you very much. Let's keep going. I love this. And if you guys want to read the back and forth between the interviewer and the creator, just go on to... I'll leave a link to this entire site in the description. Anyway, Widowson then puts forth 4 tactics. I love these. Every creator should listen to this. Ryan Johnson should listen to this. Okay? Kevin Feige should listen to this. Lots of people should listen to this. Bob Iger should listen to this. Never apologize. Cease any support for people that engage in this behavior on all sides. Minimize engagement with these people and speak with your frickin' wallets. And he states that these tactics are the only way to stop this stuff from happening. And that is true, okay? Marvel is bleeding money. DC is bleeding money. Star Wars is bleeding money. Look at Fallout 76 bled some money. It made some cash, but not as much as if it just respected the fans like it was supposed to. I mean, just go down the list of things that are just failing right now. Because of the, not just censorship, but the absolute propaganda, because that's all these people are capable of doing. And this guy is just telling you, don't engage with them in this behavior. You don't show any support for them. You never apologize for what you say. Basically, this guy is just channeling Trump right now. Okay? SJW's come out and said, oh, you're a sexist. Trump's like, so? Okay? Trump had the money to go to the Playboy Mansion every single day of the week. Okay? If he wanted to. He had the money to do so. And they're saying, you're calling him a sexist? The dude paid for pussy. If he went over there for porn or anything like that, he probably paid for it. I mean, it's not like Trump couldn't afford anybody. Supposedly he afforded Stormy Daniels, but I don't see how that happened. She seems to be utterly unlikable. Anywho, back to this little notion. I love this. Oh, I guess that's the end of it. Sence a cyberpunk ghost story is slated for release in early 2020. A demo of the game can be downloaded from Sence's itchypage.io. I will probably put that in the description as well, so you guys can go. So any of y'all, I figure that's PC. Y'all go check it out. But I think somewhere, I can't remember where it is, but in this back and forth, I believe he actually talked. Let me see if I can find it here. Because there's actually a part in here. This is ballsiness off of a game developer that I don't see very often. Let me see here. There was one part in here where they were talking about what would he do if they censored his game. I'm trying to see if I can find it here. My phone is just having difficulty today. I'm hoping I can find it here in a minute. Because there was a part in here where he talked about what they would do. Oh, here it is. This is the one part I'm probably going to read through, but there's one part. They ask it, basically he gets asked what's he going to do about censorship. And he says, right now, Sence is looking to be uncensored on all platforms. And said, Sony is the only platform that could pose a problem. But we don't have any content in-game that should be egregious. Now, this is what this guy is saying. This is customer service right here, okay? This is sitting there saying, I'm going to take care of the customer. Let's just hear what he's going to say here. This is a guy fighting for the right of free expression, and I just love every minute of it. It's awesome. So at the moment, all is looking good. We're sticking to our plan. In the event that Sony requires any changes, which is that any KS backers that wanted a Vita or PS4 copy will also get a digital PC copy for free. We are following the situation very closely. And I'm guessing what he's saying is, if you want it on PS4 or Vita, and Sony says, you got to censor it, we want this censored now, they're probably going to add a code in there in which you can get it for your PC for free, uncensored. Okay? So even if Sony tries to censor it, they're going to turn around and say, yeah, we're going to put a code in the game so that when it comes full circle, or they're just going to give out a free digital copy It says here a digital copy, so you'll be able to basically just download probably like a free Steam code or something like that, and you'll be able to download the uncensored version of the game the way it was intended by the artist. All right, for the consumer. This is God. This just makes me happy. Okay, I love this. I love this kind of just backhanded response to censorship, because too many times we are sitting here and we are watching something get messed up. We're watching someone take something out. It's one of those things in the anime industry too. I remember it was a big ordeal when they would just hit the anime industry and things would just get messed up. Big thing I remember was Cardcaptor Sakura. And there were a lot of things that were just completely taken out of Cardcaptor Sakura. In fact, the entire show wasn't actually... I think it was either Cardcaptor Sakura, that was the original name, and they changed it to Cardcaptors, or the other way around. Anyway, there was a lot of stuff in there that had just been taken out, and it kind of messed up the whole... There was like this big gap in there. There were also other things that were done with anime, and I kind of get sick and tired of the censorship. And I know a lot of people get sick and tired of the censorship. But I mean, this is a guy sitting here saying, these people that screech about not liking boobs right here in this picture. Oh my God, these people don't like hot chicks. They don't like, good looking women. This should be censored. We need Anita Sarkeesian to come in here and just, fix everything because she has a worthless degree and she scammed a lot of people out of money. This guy says no. You know what? We can sell a game with good looking chicks. We can sell a game in its artistic intent. We don't have to censor it. We don't have to say, we're not going to take anything. And you know what? If you do say that you're going to censor it, here's what we're going to do. We're just going to give out an uncensored version of the copy for free. Frickin' free. I love this idea. Anyway, folks, tell me what you think about this. A cyberpunk ghost story. I may do a video on... If they have a trailer here, I may do a video on it, checking it out and reviewing it. I like the idea of this. I want to see what this game is. I'm hoping this... I don't think this is some kind of sex game, but I'm hoping it's not porn. I really do hope it's... But they said they're not egregious, and nothing should be censored out of it as far as Sony is concerned, so... Who knows? Tell me what you think about them giving out a free uncensored version of the game. Tell me what you think about people, actually standing up for once against the cancel culture. Maybe we're about to see a whole new renaissance of the arts. Who knows? I like the idea of there possibly being a renaissance of the arts. But anyway, I am Last Raider. Remember, if you liked the video, please like and share it, subscribe, and hit that notification. If you're not subscribed, I'm putting out these videos as often as I can with the schedule that I keep and the job that I run. But I'm doing this because people seem to like them, and I'm trying to entertain people. All right, that's what I try to do. So anyway, folks, just remember, keep your head on a swivel, and I'll see you guys next time.